This is the Cats and Pudding Podcast. A melting pot of pudding. And now, here's Jen.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Cats and Pudding. And my name is Jen Dilandro, and today we have a beautiful guest. His name is Olive. Just Olive, not Olive. It's not the color olive. Nope. It's not the Olive Gaeta olive. It's
not just Olive Garden.
Not
just
Olive Garden.
Yeah.
It's just that's it.
Yeah, just olive.
It's just plain old olive. But you're not plain. You're far from plain.
Yeah, yeah.
And you're actually wearing some kind of olive green right now.
I had to represent the greens today.
I see that. Do you tend to wear greens a lot because of your name?
Usually no, because I feel like it makes my skin look more green. I usually try to stick with like red or something, but I was like, oh, okay,
well, your
I got
skin
this
doesn't look green, and I
cool.
do love the color of the green. And I think darker skin tones like ours, I think green looks fabulous.
Okay, nice, good to know.
Yeah, I think it looks great on. So, Oliver's got a great story. He is a model, and you also are a singer too, right?
Correct.
So, what came first, the chicken or the egg, the modeling or the singing?
Well, I mean. Okay, I'll have to go with the singing. But originally it started as piano. So
well, how old are you?
I'm 24.
Oh, I have shoes older than you, so
old. I feel old.
Really?
Yeah.
Get to 53 and then tell me about being old, babe.
God willing, yeah.
I get out of bed in the morning and I feel tired. Like it's bad.
You and me both.
Well, God bless you when you get to my age.
I know.
Well, you must do a lot though.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
So the modeling came first.
Oh no, music came first because both of my grandfathers. So I'm half Jewish German and half Haitian, and on the German side, my grandpa played piano by ear, and likewise, actually on the Haitian side, he played piano by ear.
Do you speak French?
I speak a little bit more Creole. I speak almost fluent German. Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. You could get a job with the UN.
Actually, I did a runway for the UN in September.
Oh, that's amazing!
Like literally inside the UN building. It was crazy.
Wow, in New York.
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah, right.
That's amazing. It's a beautiful building.
Yeah, it was insane. Security clearance was like it was.
Yeah, you have to be like
some people like who were supposed to go couldn't even walk the show.
Yeah, like if you had like a parking ticket, you can't even go in there. It's crazy.
Literally.
Yep.
But yeah, so I started just listening to them play piano. And over time, I grew an interest, and I met a friend in 7th grade, and he also played piano by ear, and we kind of had like a friendly competition thing going, and it kind of just escalated until like we all
learned how to play,
became like professionals. Yeah,
that's amazing.
And
did you have a piano in your house?
Yeah, I do have a Yamaha upright.
No, I mean when you were growing up. Did you have one?
It's
that's
still
how
the same
I learned
one,
how to
actually.
play too. But
really?
yeah, my mother had a baby grand piano, a Steinway in my house. My mother was a concert pianist. She used to play. My friends would come to my house, and my mother would be playing Chopin.
Wow.
Yeah, and it would be amazing, and I would listen to her play, and I would try to follow along. I should have went through. I should have followed more through with it. And, but back then, in our generation, we're lucky.
Yeah.
We're lucky we even got. We didn't have car seats. We had no helmets. We had nothing like that.
You guys raw dog
our
life.
Parents are just like, here, there you go. Here's $5. Go to the mall by yourself.
Nah, you guys are like eating children toys with lead paint.
Exactly.
And stuff, so,
we were eating Pez for lunch and shit. Yeah, it was crazy. I'm surprised. That's why we're all fucked up. It's true.
I mean,
but we're tough.
Oh yeah,
that's why we got to toughen up you guys' generation.
I fully agree with that. I fully agree. So I'm
no
Gen
cell
Z.
phones.
Yeah,
you guys got to toughen up, man.
For sure, we need thicker skin.
Yeah,
definitely.
you do.
But yeah, actually, so I graduated from the Rock Nation School.
Oh, that's amazing.
In May, so I was at like.
Whenever I hear that school's name, I always think of that movie, The School of Rock.
Yeah, right. I mean, it might as well be.
Like him coming out.
Yeah. It was amazing. And like while there, I learned how to read notes. So like I know.
So you could actually read sheet music.
I could play.
Because it's hard.
If you give me sheet music of Mary Had a Little Lamb, I could play it.
Right.
But like if you give me something like Mozart, I won't be able to play. But then if you show me like a YouTube tutorial,
and hear it,
then I
could play it.
Yeah, for sure.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's a gift and a curse because like I feel like it cuts me out of certain opportunities, but at the same time, I feel like the music is more authentic, and I feel like it really comes from inner, like within.
Right.
Sometimes I feel like when people read the sheet music, it's almost like
copying somebody else's
it's like
work.
a little bit robotic. It's too like mathematical. So I think playing from the insides is a lot more fluid.
What's your favorite type of music to play? Do you like classical music though?
I do. I just started learning this song. I forget. There's like so many complicated names of classical songs. It's like the one it's like da 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 da. You guys watching might recognize.
I gotta watch it. I gotta watch it because I could be tone deaf too. So I gotta hear.
That was me. But I like playing.
Was it Beethoven?
It wasn't. It might have been Chopin, actually. Chopin? Yeah. But I really like playing this one pianist, Ludovic Einaudi. I think he's Italian. Mm-hmm. And he has some really, really nice songs. Mm-hmm. And for me, when I play them, I feel like I'm in a movie, I'm in a trance. Like it's just like spilling out of me. It's like an exit for all of my emotions.
It's like going through an experience when you're listening to when you're listening to, especially with the piano. When it's just like it's like an out of body experience. It's crazy.
Most definitely.
So do you feel like when you're that's your favorite instrument? Is that the only instrument you play?
Yeah, I used to play trumpet in like middle school, but
when
I got braces, I had to stop playing. So like that. I just never looked back after that.
Did they bully you with the trumpet? Did they say did they like stuff like socks in it and stuff?
Nah.
They probably didn't bully you because you were too tall.
No, you know what the crazy part is? I didn't grow until junior year, 11th grade. So like 11th grade, there was like the star football player. Shout out my friend Johnny Hudson. He was like towering over me in the beginning of the school year. At the end of the school year, I remember on like the last day, he looked up at me. He was like, "What the hell just happened?" And I didn't even realize. Like,
how tall are you?
I'm 6'3".
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, it's weird because my dad's 5'11". Mm-hmm. My mom is 5'7", 5'8". But then like on the contrary, like my cousin's 6'9", my other one's 6'6".
So it runs in your family.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you're tall.
Yeah,
you're
thankfully.
A tall guy.
I never knew I would be. But
Did you play sports too?
I did. I played basketball like in elementary school. And then I played JV tennis in high school. But
nice.
I wasn't really good at tennis. I really like basketball and football.
Yeah.
But football was really what I really wanted to play. But my mom didn't let me because
she didn't want you to get hurt.
She didn't want me to get CTE and all that stuff. Yeah, which I understand for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough game, and let's be honest, not everybody's going to be a pro.
Oh, yeah.
And to go through that and get injured.
I know so many people who literally just stopped like after high school.
Well, you have a gift. I mean, you play piano. You're a singer. You're a songwriter, right? Too,
right? Most definitely. Yep.
And you also are you're an aspiring model.
Yes. So I've been modeling for about 5 years. My older brother got me into it. He was in Germany just doing like an internship over the summer, and he got scouted in the street, and they told him that they wanted to sign him. And he said he's not going to sign unless they sign me.
Wow.
So I came in 2 weeks later.
Was it Elite or?
Tomorrow Was Another Day agency. And I came in 2 weeks later because I was already going to Germany. And they ended up signing us both. It ended up not being the right fit for us because they were primarily in Germany. And since we were living in New York City, they didn't really have as much reach at the time. Now they do. But since then, we've gone from there to MSA models, which turned to state models, and then I was at IMG models for 2 years, and now I'm with Yanni models, Unite in New York City, and then MGM in Germany.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So you're traveling the world right now? Or you're not doing it as much as the songwriting? I mean, the singing.
I think, for me, so modeling is like it's, the entertainment industry. Things are on and off very constantly. Like the only constant in that is like a vast change. So I try not to rely on it too much. You
do it like an extra. It's more like an extra. Like if you have a good opportunity, then you'll do it.
I keep myself prepared for any opportunity. You do Fashion Week,
I'm sure.
Yes.
Okay.
And when jobs come, they come. Like I did a job earlier this week, and that was amazing. I love it. But music is really like my passion. And on the triple other hand, I'm really like a businessman at heart, so like I'm starting like a bunch of business things at the same time. So yeah.
So what kind of businesses are you starting? Can we talk about any of them?
Yeah, I can. So it's honestly gonna be the most random thing you've ever heard, probably ever. So I'm starting a toilet paper business.
Well, you know what? Going through COVID, worrying about toilet paper, that's actually a good thing to worry about. Because if we ever have a shortage again, then we need to have some ingenuity.
And one thing, if you go into a supermarket and you look at the toilet paper aisle, there's all this colorful packaging, but then you open the packaging, every single toilet paper roll, I mean, it has different like
textures,
plies, layers,
yeah,
and textures, but it's all just plain white blocks. So me and my girlfriend actually had the idea to create like aesthetic toilet paper rolls for like, you know, different colored bathrooms. And we're preparing a launch pretty soon.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So what kind of colors are you doing? Like what kind of themes are you doing? Starting with?
So we have one that's just like almost like a slogan. It has like a heart with like eyes and a mouth, and then it has like some sentences underneath that say, please don't do cocaine in the bathroom. So like when people come to the bathroom and they read that, like it's just a little joke.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Make sure you wash your hands after you wipe your ass. You should put it in there.
Oh, that's a good one too. I might have to use that. Yeah.
I want to get a copyright for that one.
You got it. But yeah, so that's like more of like a side hustle. You know, for me, music is something really spiritual, especially after both of my grandpas passed years ago, and then one of my friends passed earlier this year, and he was like the friend that I had that was like the biggest like music artist, the most talented, the most hardworking, and it really kind of like set in stone for me that music for me is beyond monetary. I wouldn't mind having millions of people listening to my music and not getting paid. Of course, I would love to get paid, but to me, like, it's so deep to me that I truly would just, I'd be fine with releasing music if people are hearing it and just reaping the benefit of knowing that I can make someone's day better.
Impact on somebody.
Exactly.
Now, do you have any music out now? Is it streaming or?
Yeah. I have a bunch of stuff on like Spotify, Apple Music.
Okay.
I initially started like my first song I released in like 2018. It was called War, and it was just literally just piano and vocals, and I was like singing. I kind of shifted away from that a bit. Now I do more pop rock type stuff, and I'm kind of sticking for that, but at the same time, since I listen to so much music, my genres really changed quite often. I go from piano to pop rock to more on the rap side to like literally just piano and no vocals, like, so it shifts a lot.
We need some more poets these days because you know what, all the music that's coming out today, I feel like it's like I love classic rock. I mean, and I love lyrics from like, the Rolling Stones are like brilliant, you know, and you want to hear more music like that. You want to hear 100%. That kind of, you know, that genre. Listen, and I like rap. Listen, Biggie, love Tupac, Machiavelli. I love those, you know, old school. But I feel like all the new stuff sounds the same. The lyrics are the same. There's no soul in it, and there's 100%. No like passion in it, and it's like, and it's all about drinking and vagina and ass, and you know, like after a while, you don't. It's some of the songs you want to. It's okay to listen to that, but after a while, you want to hear some poetry. Like you want to hear some soulful stuff, and you can be like that even in that genre. Yeah,
that is so true, and I really think like the reason behind that. So, you know, years ago when a few artists came out, you know, that was when the drugs started getting pushed more, and like, you know, the gangster rap and all that, this has been around for a while, but like things kind of took a step up a few years back. And now, you know, we're in the age of TikTok, and don't get me wrong, I love TikTok. It's a TikTok, and I binge TikTok every night, and I love posting on it. But music-wise, I think it did take a hit on music. People make music now for that 15 seconds of video that people will make with that song, and that's it. And like oftentimes, like artists don't necessarily want to rap about this stuff and talk about this stuff, but they know that's what's gonna sell.
Right.
So it's kind of like there's such a huge demand for this stuff, and a lot of people are supplying it. But on the contrary, there's also many people who truly appreciate music that's authentic and music that isn't just about all that rah-rah, drugs, shooting, and all that stuff, because a lot of people could talk about that.
Right.
And I feel like it's losing its value, especially this year. Rap has really took a hit.
Yeah. I think that people are starting to get tired of it. I think it's just everything you hear. And like I said, it sounds the same. All the girls look the same in the videos. Like, it's like, you know, I went to the VMAs last year. And I swear every artist that went on was like all the, and I don't want to say it because I don't want to sound like I'm a not feminist. I'm not a feminist from today. I don't want to say it 'cause I hate the feminists of today because they kill femininity. I'm an old school feminist. For me, I don't want to see women. I'm sorry, but you want to talk about empowerment. You not empowering yourself by going on stage being naked. I'm sorry. I am sorry. To me, you give more power to yourself when you come out and you're classy. I don't think that that's powerful. I don't think talking about your vagina and talking about that stuff makes you powerful as a woman.
I truly...
I think that's disgusting, and I think that men, you know, they wonder, why am I getting married? Why don't I have a nice guy? Well, because you're showing your vagina.
I truly
and everybody
you
sees
that.
it. It's disgusting. And that's not being misogynist by me saying it. Why aren't you proud? Men should put you on a pedestal. I still want my door open for me, and I'm a very powerful woman. I have businesses. You know, I do my own thing. I have Cats and Pudding. I have Cats and Pudding podcast. But I want that, and I feel like that is, it's like reverse misogyny. It's crazy.
I truly commend you for saying that. I feel like that
and
is...
I'm probably going to get killed on the internet for saying it, and I don't care if I get annihilated for it, but I am going to say it. I don't care.
I think that people will have your back on that. It's the truth that hurts, and I think the unfortunate part of that is that not only do you have modern day feminists, you know, advocating for, and I'm not saying like it's bad to do this, but like advocating for showing more, wearing less. So the thing with that is that a lot of these guys out here, they're advocating for the same thing. So it's kind of like, so you have modern day feminists and then these creepy guys pushing towards the same narrative.
So this is just a perfect storm for them, and it's opening up for more predators out there.
And it's unfortunate, but I do believe that things will eventually balance out.
They're starting to go. Because you know what? People are getting sick of it. And you know what? I was just talking to this about another guest. Family and unity is the basis of any society. When you try to break up the family and you're telling women don't have kids, you know what? Let me tell you, everything I've accomplished in life, my children are my biggest accomplishment. And as a woman, that's not a bad thing to say that about that. That if I had to give up anything, my children wouldn't have been what I gave up. I would have gave up everything else for them. And I don't think that's a wrong thing to feel that way.
It's so true. Once the core family, like the American, what was it called, the nuclear family or something, like once that's out the window, society really takes a hit. That's when people start really getting confused. I really do believe that like having a tight-knit household with standards like plays such a huge role in a productive society. You look at places like Norway, like Japan. I mean, they're light years ahead of us. It's
China,
it's
the same thing.
It's wild. But even my girlfriend, for example, like she's such a good person and like she's so modest in everything she does. Like I feel like me and her are the perfect match for that reason.
What's her nationality? What's her background?
She is half. So she's a quarter Ukrainian, a quarter Polish, and then half Israeli.
So all of those that you say are all big with family values. All three of those nationalities, which is excellent. They're tight with each other in the community.
Yeah, they stick.
And
like
it's not a bad thing to be tight with your own type of people.
No.
It doesn't make it bad, or that it's just that you're gonna be with people who are like you and hold the same values as you.
And I honestly think a lot of communities growing up, like especially around a lot of Haitians, like we're also very tight. You're
very tight. Yep.
And so like I go to Haiti and I see I'm like, wow, like it's beautiful. And then I come back to America and it's different. It's a different dynamic among Black Americans where there's so much like everyone's spread out and pitted against each other.
Yes.
And there needs to be so much unity in that. And we need to take notes from these other cultures and stick together. I mean, that's.
But you know that's the government trying to divide and conquer.
Yeah, 100%.
They instill it into error. Let's blame this one. Let's blame that. But no, it's
100%.
the government that wants to keep people in that way because they want the control. They want the control.
Exactly.
And they don't realize that that's what's happening. They're not. That's what they're trying to do. Think about anybody. You know, a 2-parent household. The children are gonna develop more than having somebody with a 1-parent household.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a known fact. That's it.
It's all orchestrated.
It is.
It's all
it is. I mean, and I hope that your generation, and I'm starting to see it, and I see it even with my own daughter who's in the how old are you?
24.
Yeah, my youngest is 19. I'm starting to see it. She would say, Mom, they desensitize us so much. Like, with all the stuff that they show us, it's so true. She goes, that things it's like crazy.
Like even on so I had Facebook in 2012. I was 13 years old. I've never seen anything crazier in my life than the videos I've seen at Facebook in that time period. Facebook was a zoo. It was crazy. I saw things that, images that are in my mind today because of that. And I mean, things like that still occur. And in some senses, it's good to see the true atrocities that are going on in the world because, you know, it really opens people's eyes. But at the same time, when you open up social media and it's like the first thing you're seeing is just straight horrible things, I think that's very, very bad for the mind. You know, the subconscious doesn't filter out things. You can choose what you want to see, but
once you see it, it's imprinted.
Yeah, whether you like it or not, it's going to be in your head. So
yeah, it's true, and you know you're very smart. It's a breath of fresh air. You're the second guest I had today who's in your generation who's had the same values, and it's starting to make me happy. That's amazing to hear that. You know, it's starting to make me happy to hear that. I think you guys are realizing what's going on, and you know, you guys are the ones who could change it. You could change it all for the better.
If not us, then who?
That's you know what? If you guys don't change it, the human race is gonna be gone. Yeah. Seriously.
Yeah, it's going to be back to cockroaches and sharks and alligators.
And that's it.
Yeah.
That's all it's going to be. But we don't want that to happen, especially with beautiful people like you in this world.
Likewise,
we want you to populate the society with beautiful children.
Exactly.
And amazing minds and talent that you have, you know, to pass that along.
100%.
And I like to hear that.
And I feel like music is also an avenue down that alley of like spiritual awakening. Not all of my music points in that direction. A lot of it just points to my personal experiences, things I've gone through in the U.S. and Haiti, things with my friends. But I think music can really, truly be a guide towards, like, you know, gaining more consciousness. You know,
I agree.
Rather than just seeing everything in your immediate view, you think outside the box. You know, and I think that's one of the powerful things about music. What's his name? Nikola Tesla. He said, if you would like to understand the universe, think about it in terms of energy, frequency, and vibrations. And it's true. That's all everything is. And music is that in its pure form, which is why it's so powerful. And it can be weaponized, and it is weaponized. But there are so many great artists. Shout out Justin Love, who's just here. He's one of them. Great. I mean, I met him a few weeks ago, and his music is amazing. I saw he did something with the church choir, and it's just really touching stuff. So I think, like, in everything there's good and bad, but music is like so powerful, so powerful. And if you can help change the world with a piece of music that'll be timeless and something that, you know, is like I said, poetry and beautiful, you know, I think people are starving for that right now. Yeah,
I think the people want that.
It's been such a long time since artists like Bob Marley, John Lennon, Israel Kamakawiale, like he sang Over the Rainbow. All these people who wrote these timeless songs that were positive songs that felt like they were just sent down from the heavens.
From God. Yeah, it's
I feel
amazing.
Like, we're definitely due for another anthem like that.
Yeah, I mean, like the last artist that I feel like brought such beautiful music like that. I swear, I think Adele was the last person I saw on a music show that, like, I was just floored when I heard her sing. Her, you know,
I love it.
I loved her. I loved what's her name? I can't think of her name. She was from London. Amy Winehouse.
Amy Winehouse.
Beautiful, soulful music, like just beautiful. She was an old soul. You know, those are two. That's the last artist that I can really truly say that I feel like that. It was the last time I really heard artists sing real soulful music. Yeah,
I really hope one day I can truly tap into that and release something like that. One time when I was in Haiti, this is like really what directed me down like the realization that like music is really spiritual. I was in Haiti at my uncle's resort. And there's this local guy in the neighborhood, very poor guy. I mean, this man like lives in a hut made out of like just metal, whatever things. This man, you know, a lot of people practice voodoo, and voodoo, like any religion, can be used for good or bad. And he was using it for good. So for him, his thing was massages. So he volunteered to give everyone who was staying, my whole family, we were all at the resort that time. It was like 60 of us. He gave all of us massages, and we tried to pay him. We insisted that we pay him. He wouldn't take it. He said it's for a bigger reason that he can't explain. And it's things like that, you know, he's really tapped in with, you know, with God, with the universe, with love, all the same thing.
Do you know most people that I've come in contact with who deal with, like, I guess psychics, you want to call them psychics, healers, whatever, the ones that you know are truthful are the ones that won't take $1.
Exactly.
They say that I got a gift from God.
Exactly.
And if I take money for it, that's not what it was meant for. It was meant to help. And I'm gonna get mine in whatever I need. If I have to make something, God will provide for me.
Exactly.
And that's their attitude.
Exactly. That's so accurate. And that's literally the reason why I've never gone to one of these sidekicks in the street. They charge like $70 for a reading. I'm like, are you gonna tell me things, whatever, like generic things that will apply to almost anybody? Yeah, exactly. But you know, I've seen and I've stayed with people who practice this stuff for real and like real life, and I've seen effects. And I've been to Honduras, and I've stayed with the Garifuna people. I've been to Haiti, and I've seen things there. I mean, this stuff is real, and the people who are real by it and who do it for good intent will never charge.
Right.
Their benefit is in the craft purely, and that's how I feel about music. I'm not gonna turn down pay ever, because that's, you know, survival to some degree. But I absolutely wouldn't mind doing music if my other side hustles are booming and I don't have to worry about money.
You would like to do it for to give to the world, to give something back.
Yeah, definitely.
I think that's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Can you sing a little verse to something for me?
Yeah, so
please.
It's going to sound so bland right now, but I had an idea. So, like, when this comes out, I'm going to, like, clip this part, and then I'm going to put the actual song, like, for the other half. So I'm going to start it off, and then when the chorus comes, I'm going to stop, and then I'm going to edit it, and it's gonna sound crazy.
Okay.
So, all right. In a bad way, I'm hoping that somebody falls. Change my bad ways, I'm ready for what's coming up. It's some bad things in and out this place. If I don't pay attention, this party's done, but I'm still in it. And then boom, how you feel? It's a crazy song. I just had this Spanish artist. She's from Spain, but she's born in Colombia. Feature on it, and we just made a video like 2 months ago, so it should be like finished soon. It's gonna be crazy. Like,
so is that more like that sounds like more of a dance song, like a powerhouse dance song.
Yeah, and I'm actually gonna have an EDM remix that I made with my friend Sam Palmer already. And it's like
I could just see, like, I'm in Cancun, like
exactly. You're gonna feel like you're in like the craziest club at like 3 in the morning, just looking at the stars and just going crazy. But yeah, it's gonna be amazing. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
You're an amazing guy.
Likewise, thank you so much.
And I think you're a beautiful soul, and I love that. I love everything about you. You're wonderful. You're a breath of fresh air. You have restored my faith in the next generation.
I'm glad.
Well, you know what? It's nice to hear that. It's nice to hear.
I have to credit my parents. My parents are both amazing people. Amazing people. My mom, great person. My dad, great person. And my dad actually got me involved in Freemasonry. My dad's a Freemason, my grandfather was a Freemason, and now I'm a Freemason. And that's also something that definitely helps me, I'd say, anchor myself and keep myself, how do I say this? Keep myself to a high standard in terms of like how I behave, how I portray myself, and the ways I impact people around me in the world.
Well, I love that. You know what? You are on the road to success, and you know what? Your parents must be really proud of you. I'm proud of you, and I don't want to sound condescending, but I have kids older than you, and you're wonderful.
Thank you.
It was so nice for you to come here today.
Thank you so much for having me.
And I'm going to have you back again, because I definitely want to hear about your toilet paper.
Oh, yeah.
And if you use my saying, I definitely want to say it's like, call it Jen saying.
I got you. You're going to see it booming on TikTok.
Yeah, just give me a little shout out so I get that.
I got you.
It was so nice meeting you.
Thank you so much.
You're so beautiful.
This was truly a pleasure. Likewise, this was truly a pleasure.
And I'll see you again.
Will do.
Sure. Everybody, thank you for tuning in, and please watch us on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple. Do not only watch the shorts, watch the whole video so you can see this beautiful man sing.
You'll learn a lot. Yes.
And we're learning a lot from you today.
Thank you.
Have a great day, everybody.